Hi you guys, it's me NeeCJae. Today I want to come to you with a few of my NYX products that I just purchased. I created this look. I'm super late with using the NYX Bear With Me Blur Tinted Foundation or Tinted Moisturizer. If you're interested in seeing this video, keep on watching. I am super late in trying this NYX Bear With Me Blur Tinted Moisturizer. I think it says it's a tinted moisturizer. Let me just check. Yeah, it's a blurring tint foundation. So yeah, basically a tinted moisturizer. I picked up the shade Warm Honey. Hopefully it is the correct complexion shade for me. I have a lot of, well, I have a few NYX products, so we're going to use what I have here, mostly NYX, and some of the products I have to, like the setting powder. I don't have NYX setting powder, but we will make do. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I already have my skincare on, so since it says it is a blur tinted foundation or moisturizer, I'm not going to use any primer. You all know I have very dry, bone dry skin, so what I did, I deeply moisturized my skin. All the products that I used in my skincare routine, I will link in the description box below, okay? So let's get started. Let me open this thing up first. Okay, so I'm going to pour a little bit onto my makeup pan. Oh, it looks a little, well, maybe not. Let's see. So it's a little deep, but that is okay. I'd rather have it too deep than too light. You know, of course. So this is 15. I think 14 or whatever it was. It looked too light, so I didn't go for that. I'm going to use the BK Beauty 106. And start blending this in. So yeah, this looks pretty good so far. Let's see. It's blending well. And I always like to go around my hairline. Just makes it look a little natural, you know. And I'm like, I don't know why I did not try this tinted moisturizer sooner. So I love to test, you know, or just try affordable products. And again, I'm just gonna really do like an everyday, simple, natural look. That's what I'm all about these days, the natural, simple. I love makeup looks that make you or make your skin look flawless, effortless, like it doesn't look like you have any really makeup on at all. And people have to wonder, is that her skin, or does she just have lipstick on, or does she just have maybe some eyeshadow and mascara, you know, to that point. So I'm blending this in well because it says it's a matte. That is why I really moisturize my skin thoroughly, because anything that says it dries down to a matte means sometimes it can make your skin feel tight and look dry. And me having dry skin already, that is something I'm not trying to look like. You never want your skin to appear dry when you have dry skin. Oh, and this really did dry down to the point. Usually I take my sponge and tap off the excess. It really dried down, so I don't need to use this because it doesn't look like I have any excess on. So, with that being said, I'm trying to see how my skin feels. Doesn't really feel drying. That's why I said you really need to hydrate your skin thoroughly before applying any kind of tinted moisturizer, matte foundations, anything like that that's drying, okay? Because you can, dry skin, we can wear like a mattifying foundation or skin tint, but you just have to make sure your skin is thoroughly hydrated and moisturized thoroughly, okay? So anyway, let me get off because you know I keep rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows with, I don't have a brow pencil, I thought I did, but this one is too light. It's in blonde. Usually I get brunette, so I don't know. That one is blonde and you really can't see it, and it's old and it's drying where you can't even use it. So we will have to throw that one away because I cannot even get anything out that little pencil. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill these in really quick. We're not gonna take a lot of time on this. And I'm just using with this brow pencil, it's by Revolution Power Brow in brown. I'm gonna have to get me, but I really thought I had a NYX brow pencil in brown, but evidently not. That is something I have to put on my list. We will put that on the list. Okay. Okay, so eyebrows are complete. This is the Bear With Me Concealer Serum in Tan, okay? So, I want to see how this, I'm always interested in concealers. I'm just going to put a little bit right here. This is in Tan. I'm just going to use it on my eyes as like a eyeshadow base. Let's see how this does. Feels nice and creamy. It has a serum in it, it says. Oh, no, you don't want your concealer too light under your eyes. So far I like the way it feels on my lid. It's not drying up dramatically, you know, sometimes, especially on mature hooded eyes, you do not want anything to look drying either. So I do have an old NYX palette. This is one of the palettes that I used to love. It's called Love in Paris. It used to be one of my favorite palettes. I've hit pan on a couple of these, so honey, let's see what we're gonna use. I think I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go in with this one that's almost hit pan, that I'm almost done with. We're gonna add a little bit of color today and just blend in. I'm not gonna do too much, just a little bit, since we're using these NYX products. And this used to be one of my favorite little palettes by NYX. And you know, I thought I had more products, but I forgot. I went in and cleaned everything up and threw some of the older stuff that I haven't touched and used for a while, and gave some stuff away. So I totally forgot that. So I'm gonna have to go shopping for some more NYX products, because I really thought I had some. I really did. I used to love the NYX setting spray, and I had a couple of palettes by them. And now I'm like, what in the world? So this is pretty good. I like the way it's blending out. I'm using maybe a couple of shades, and that is it for my eyes. The NYX Love in Paris. I said Paris in Love. Love in Paris. I'm sure you remember this palette. Now, and this I'm using the 201 to just make sure I blend all the way over the eye. Okay, that's going to be like my transition shade, but I'm only using a couple. And I'm going in with this deeper shade right here, this deeper brown. I don't know what this shade is called. It says it's number 5 in the middle of this palette. And just to give it a little bit of depth right here and in the crease. I'm just going to take whatever I have on the outer corner, kind of blend well, and bring it into the crease. That is it. Nothing really major with this. And I'm using the 202. It's a little pointier tip to go into the crease a little better in the outer corner. So I like that. Blend. And I do like this palette because it's not really hard to blend. And I'm taking that first brush that I used and just kind of make sure I blend everything well. And so far as I'm doing my makeup, this tinted moisturizer feels really good. It doesn't feel tight. It looks matte, but not drying. Now I'm loving that. Because sometimes, you know, with dry skin, you stay away from the mattes. I like a soft matte, but it's something that's really, really dry. I kind of stay away from it because I don't want my skin to feel super tight. So far, this is feeling really nice, okay? So, I'm just going to take this lighter matte shade right here, and well, it's not a shade, it's a shimmer actually, and just apply it right tip of my eye. Take this little brown shimmer, light shimmer, I think it is a shimmer, and just apply it right here around the middle on my eye with this BK Beauty 206 brush, okay? And that is it. Sometimes shimmers can make your hooded, mature eyes have little wrinkles, but this is not. It's working really well. I'm liking it a lot. So I'm just going to use this black liquid liner by Iconic. I'm making just a line as close as I can to my lash line. Not a wing. I'm not doing a wing. Just a little line as close as I can get it to my lash line. I think I am going to wear lashes today. Lashes are complete, and you guys know I rarely wear lashes, but I felt like wearing some today. So what I'm going to do now is just take the tip of this little brush right here that I used for this deeper brown over here, and just apply it under my eyes very lightly. So now what I want to do, let's see, I'm going to try to use mostly affordable products today, if it's not NYX, okay? I want a really nice, soft, but elegant look with this tinted moisturizer foundation, okay? So now, since I do not have any, and I thought I did, that's why I didn't pick any up. I'm going to use a contour palette, but I'm going to use this one by Essence. This is an Essence Contouring Duo palette, and I'm just going to use both it's like a bronzer, okay? So this is by Essence, and I love Essence products too. I'm just going right now just to shake my face up a little bit and give me a little bit of warmth, okay? This one, I like to do this first before I do my concealer and things. That's just me. You know, everybody has a way that they like to do it. And I like to do this first. Even if I had a cream bronzer, I would use the cream bronzer and then my concealer. That's just me, you know. Alright, so now I am excited to use this. It is the Buttermilk Blush right here. And let's see, what shade is this in? This is so cute. It's the Shimmery Rose. It's the Buttermilk Blush. Let's just show you the packaging on this. Ooh, it looks very nice. It's pretty though. Let's see. Woo. Let's go. Oh, well, it looks brighter. You know, you can always tone it down. And again, you guys know I use blush on right up here. I don't bring it all the way down for the rosy cheeks. I just a little bit of this up here. It appears. And I just kind of spread it around up here. Like right around the, not too on the top part of your cheek, okay? Going towards your temple. So I'm just gonna add my blush. I don't know why I do this. I've started doing this lately. My concealer after my blush and bronzer. It's a thing. I don't know. I just like the way it looks. And you can always go back and blend more if you like, you know, but I don't know. It just seems like it looks a little, it looks more natural. Wow. This looks bright, but it goes on so pretty. I really like this. So pretty and so warm. It just melts right into your skin. It's right. Buttermilk blush. It melts right into your skin. I like that. Okay, so now let's get to this concealer under the eyes. We already saw, I'm using that same concealer that I used. I'm just going to put a little bit on my makeup pan and do a couple of taps. 3 little taps. I don't do a lot. That's why I like to do the rest of my makeup first and kind of blend. I don't know. See, I just like to do it this way. And I think everybody has a way, and that's why I say sometimes you have to do, most of the time, not sometimes, but most of the time you have to do your makeup and skincare the way it works for you, okay? And I like to round my eyes. I don't like the little, you know, some people do it like that. I used to, but I really think my eye shape looks better when I round my eyeshadow around the edges, okay? So this works out pretty good. A little bit of concealer on mature eyes goes a long way. And this feels really nice. Feels really smooth. You can just use your hand or a little brush. I love this concealer brush by Angie Hot and Flashy. It's the A506. It's one of my go-to brushes. I just go around the edges just to make sure everything is blended in. I don't have any setting powder by NYX, but I love this setting powder. I'm just gonna take a little bit of my hourglass. This is not that affordable, but around my eyes, honey, I'm funny. So I'm just using a little bit just to sit around this area. Just a little bit, no baking. Let's get back to this blush. I am really, really loving this. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. I really like this blush. This is gonna end up being like one of my favorite blush. I can already tell this is gonna end up being one of my favorite blushes. This is really, really nice so far. I really am shocked with this, how smooth and easy. Oh my goodness. put a little bit on my nose. I like to just go over it a little bit. Just gives you that little flush type look. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of that concealer in the nose area, right up in here, around my mouth, and chin. This right here comes in a little pump. I wish it had like a, which is, I guess it's good to have a pump, but then I have to use my fingers, and sometimes I don't like doing that. Or just, you know, I don't like to place it on my brush and do it that way, but I guess using my finger is fine. So it has a little pump, which I think is more sanitized instead of a little spoolie thing, you know. So I guess it works. Okay, so far my face is feeling good. It's not tight at all. Okay. All right, so I did pick up a couple of NYX brow pencil. Took the wrapper off in this one, and this one is called, let's see, it's a matte lip liner called Girl Bye. This next lip liner, let me take this one off the paper. Sometimes these little papers, wrappers, take forever to pull it off. I'm glad it's sealed. You know how you get things from the drugstore or like Walmart, Targets. Some things be open, so I'm glad this has a little wrapper. All right, and so this pencil is called Magic Maker. That's the name of this one. And I'm gonna put the little line right above this one. Shade. So let's try this one, the Magic Maker. Nice and creamy. Like the way that feels. And it's a pretty shade, so you don't, oops. Broke the tip of it, honey, so let me go in and just use the sharpener. I might just use it all over my lips because I'm really liking this shade. Ooh. Just use it all over. It's so creamy. I like this a lot. Okay. Yeah, nice, creamy, buttery liner. Like this so far. All right, so I have two NYX lip gloss. It's called the Butter Gloss, and Fortune Cookie and Butterscotch. I think I'm gonna use Fortune Cookie. Let's see how that one looks on. Use a couple of layers of that. Let me see if I go back over around the lips with this lip liner. Which one is this one called? Girl Bye. I do this sometime, but I like the way this looks also. I just want to use it. Yeah, this is pretty. The next thing I do need to get an affordable setting powder, which I do not have. I'm just using my Hourglass. I like the way it goes onto my skin. So let's use this. So I do have an affordable setting spray by Milani, and this one is called Make It Last Setting Spray. I usually have the dewy one, but I guess I'm out of everything. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to really have to go on an affordable haul and get some more things, because I do love Milani setting spray. I like Wet n Wild dewy setting spray. So anyway, I like NYX setting spray. Let me go ahead. Now once this dries, I like to add a little highlighter, and since I do not have a NYX highlighter, we're going to use the NYX Love in Paris eyeshadow as a highlighter, one of the shimmers, and I think I'm going to go in and we're just going to put them in little places. So let's see. And most of the time I like to add my highlighters after I spray my setting spray. It just looks a little better to me. So I'm going to use this, the same one that I used on my eyes, just on my nose a little bit, on this little shimmer. Not too much, and right around on the cheek area and on the temples, and we'll blend that in just a second. Just like to place it on here first, and then we'll blend it in. I'm going to use the 110 BK Beauty brush and just blend this. And this is like it feels like a sponge and a brush all in one. I love this one. Just to give you a little bit of something, a little oomph. Not too much though, okay? Just want a little glow. All right. So this is the final look. What do you think? I am loving the NYX Blur. Bear with me, Blur. I like this. And again, I am in the shade. Let me put these glasses on, honey. Warm Honey. Really like this. I'm so shocked and so mad at myself for just now trying this. This is beautiful. I like the way it feels on. It's really a great complexion. I thought it was a little deep at first, but it blended beautiful, and I do like this shade. So I am glad I picked this shade up. It's perfect, okay? Loving the shade. I am in love with this blush. I like the way the blush goes on. It's very subtle. It melts into the skin where it really looks natural. This is wonderful. Oh my goodness. I love the shade. It looks like it goes on very hot, like a hot pink, but it does not. This, again, this shade is called, oh, it says Shimmer Rose Getting Butter. Getting Butter. So, Shimmer Rose. Beautiful shade. I like the way it just melts into the skin. It looks very natural, and I love that. I love it, love it, love it. It gives a really flawless look. I just like it. It feels buttery as it melts into my skin. I'm very shocked with this, and this is a powder, so it's not. I am just really. The feel of this feels very silky, very light. Yeah, I already know. I am going to love this. This is already one of my favorites. I already know. Next, let's see this concealer. I like this concealer. I'm shocked that I like it. It has a serum in it. And let me see what kind of serum that it has in it. I'm going to put it up here, what it has. But, honey, I like this. I like the way it goes onto my skin. I'm shocked because normally I'm very picky with concealers, especially with my mature aging eyes. I'm very selective over concealers. And this one is very nice so far. It didn't crease. My eyes, I'm just checking there. It's not, it didn't crease. You know, sometimes you have to really go in and make sure, you know, and pat it out. I haven't done anything to it, and I like it. I like the way it feels. It doesn't feel tight. It's not going into my fine lines under my eye area. So I like this so far. I'm loving it, and I will wear it a couple of times, and if I see any kind of changes or anything, or even with this foundation, I will let you know right in here in the comments. I will update you, okay? The lip pencils are awesome. They're very creamy, hydrating moisturizer. It did break on me because they feel so creamy and soft. So I pressed, I'm a little heavy-handed anyway, so I pressed down a little, probably too hard. Like the way it feels on my lips. It glided on, and it felt buttery, even as a lipstick. And of course the gloss, the butter glosses, I always love these, okay? These aren't new. These aren't new, but these are new shades that I'm using, the butter gloss. And normally I do not wear gloss, I wear mattes. But I don't know, this may make me start wearing gloss a little bit more. Both of these pencils, lip liners, I'm in love with so far. It's my all in all thoughts. I love all the products that I purchased. All of them, the blush, the concealer, tinted moisturizer, lip liners, and gloss. I love everything. Everything worked well. Now, this I've had for a while, so I've always liked this palette. I love affordable products where you can really put a nice, classy look together with affordable products, okay? So it just shows you that you do not need a bunch of high-end products to really have a nice, flawless, soft, that's elegant and classy look that you can actually wear every day. I'm really liking this. I don't wear eyeshadow, a lot of eyeshadows often, but this look is very soft and subtle. I'm really digging it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, okay? And again, thank you so very much for taking time out to watch my videos. I greatly appreciate it. Peace and love until next time. Bye.